Howdy folks, it's Ward-McCarthy here with 311 Realty Group, bringing you your update for August of 2021. And this is our general GTA report, what's going on overall before we get into our local markets. Anyways, so market report came out there last week, September 3rd, and it looks, of course, at year-over-year numbers, and pretty much everything but our home prices increased. Obviously, it was August. Everyone this year took more of a break from the real estate this summer as we focused on socializing more because we could with the vaccinations and everything like that. But as I do every month, I want to look a bit more closely as to what's happening month to month. And I pull those figures as well too. And here are some charts as well too released by the Toronto Real Estate Board. So as we spoke about in previous months, our concern was if supply remained high, as we saw supply was through the roof. Sorry, that's demand there. Let me just go through supply. New listings. Supply was through the roof earlier on this year. It started really increasing greatly. And of course, we thought, okay, if our demand pool is decreasing, our sales are going to decrease, and our supply remains high, that will have an effect where prices would come down. But what we actually saw was the supply started dropping down too, because we feel that people, again, focus was more on socializing. The buyer pool started decreasing. As we can see here, the trend comes down every month. Let me just check on the actual figures. So from July to August, our demand went down by 8%. Our supply went down by, here we go, our demand from July to August went down 15%. And because they kind of dropped at similar gauges, let's say, our prices pretty much remained solid. So you can see the price increases at the start of the year. And then because both supply and demand started dropping at that same time, down like this, the prices pretty much evened off. And in fact, between July and August, the price differential was only 1% difference for the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area market. So what do we see happening moving forward? Obviously, we have an election coming forward. We're entering the fall market. The big question really is supply, and all of the three main government contenders, they're all coming to the table with supply as the biggest, one of their key platform discussion items. And it's all about supply. And looking at actually all of the three parties, they all fall short of our problem with supply in the GTA and other areas across Canada, in the major centres. Supply has always been a problem. It was less so in the last year, but it's tightened up again. The vice has tightened up again on supply. And looking at all the three platforms, they all still fall short based on even the current deficit of what we see in terms of what we need for new housing, affordable housing in our markets. So there you have it, folks. The big question really coming into September is, where will our supply go? Will we see that rocket up again as people get back, the kids get settled in school, folks have done their socializing over the summer, and we go back to some form of a normal fall market? If that rockets up again, as I speak, our borders have opened up to international travel if you can prove you're vaccinated today. So we're going to start seeing that influx of immigration start to happen again, which we knew was going to happen, and we knew it was going to have some impact. So we'll be watching those variables and keeping you updated next month when we talk. Again, it's Ward-McCarthy here, 311 Realty Group. Do reach out to us. Great time to buy, great time to sell. There are opportunities on both sides of the coin here because supply and demand are staying par pretty much. Give us a shout if you have any questions. Of course, everything is for download below us here.